Alright, it's not looking good. $0.50 per mile. That's not very good money. Now, unless I did that wrong. 12. $12.62.19. No, yeah, definitely that's not right. So basically, I drove 2,509 miles, and I made 1,000. $262.19. Oh. Divided by 2,509. That's 50 cents per mile. That's worse than last week. And the week before, I was averaging 60 cents a mile before. I'll have to go back and double look at everything. But I'm looking on my other phone, the mileage that I did for the week that I just got paid today, or I'm getting paid tomorrow. And I'm basically I'm calculating it by the mileage because I'm getting percentage. And I'm basically doing what they tell me to do. So that week, I deadheaded from the house to Kansas, picked up a load going to Kansas City, delivered. Then they deadheaded me all the way to Iowa to pick up a load, going to Indiana. Then they deadheaded me to Kentucky to pick up a load going to Indiana. And then they gave me a short deadhead to, Illinois. So I went from the house, which is Stockton, Missouri, to Frontenac, Kansas, which isn't that far. But I kind of screwed up because the address or the company name was Sugar Creek something or other. And so I was thinking it was Sugar Creek, Missouri. And so I started heading that direction. And when I realized I was going the wrong way, I had to turn around and go back. But that may have only been like 100 miles that I went out of route. So that wouldn't have changed my 50 cents a mile very much. Maybe like, let's go 1262.19. Let's just knock 100 miles off of that. 2409. Oh. Okay, it bumps it up to 52 cents a mile. So I cost myself 2 cents a mile for that screw up. So, so I went to Frontenac, loaded, went to Kansas City, unloaded. Then they deadheaded me all the way to a town called Keokuk, Illinois. which is quite a ways. And then I went to Oakland City, Indiana to unload. Then they deadheaded me all the way to Louisville, Kentucky to reload, which that wasn't too far, maybe 100 miles. Going to Danville, maybe it was 200. I don't remember. Then I had that load going to Danville. And then I deadheaded to Kankakee, Illinois, which that's not very far from Danville, Illinois. Had me deliver in Paynesville, Ohio. And then I deadheaded to Bellevue, Ohio, which that wasn't too far either, maybe 100 miles. And then went back to Gridley, Indiana, which is where the terminal is, and did a drop and hook there. The other driver preloaded this load that I'm actually picking up right now, so that saved me some time. I drop and hooked there, and then went home, or went and delivered. But that delivery was delivered on a Monday. I picked that load up on a Sunday. So I dropped and hooked Sunday morning, I think it was. Got to the customer Monday morning and unloaded. Well, that load basically went on the next week. So the pay week started on the 4th. I started on the 5th. So I lost one day on that pay week. But, I did 2,500 miles. 2,500 miles, I should be making closer to 70 cents per mile. So let's just delete this. Times 0.7. That's what I should have made. Minus 126.19. Oops. That's how much money I lost. Now, that being said, let me go back to payroll. Okay, yeah. $207 of that was detention time. All right. So plus 207. That's technically how much I lost this week. Or that week. Where I could have made that much more somewhere else. Like, yeah. So, I guess the money's not that great here. Either that or I'm getting shit loads. Maybe it's because I'm the new guy on the block and I'm getting shit loads. I don't know. But this week's pay. I don't know how many miles I did the week prior because I forgot to scan in my mileage sheet. But I did keep track of the miles in my notepad, so I can go back and find out how many miles I did and calculate how much I got paid per mile. But the week prior to that, I calculated like 60 cents per mile. Now that's hub miles, okay? So let's go 52. Oh wait, let's see here. Plus 126. I will just call it 126. Wait, what? Oh, plus 1, 2. Six two, I think it was. So that's what I should have made this week. I should have made that much. So I guess I made a bad decision coming here. But it doesn't look like they're ripping me off like HMD did. You know, like not paying me my detention times. See, I also didn't get the mileage at HMD. At HMD, I was only getting like 1,500 miles. So I was driving less, but I was still making more money. Well, I was making about the same amount of money I'm making now. But there was other problems. So, to my friend at HMD, I would say stay where you are, as long as they're not ripping you off. Don't come here. Unless I get some better loads, this ain't the place to be. Because I'm not making no money. I mean, I'm paying my bills, but it's not like they said it was gonna be. You know, the guy's like, well, I can show you some stats. I can show you some paperwork from some other guy that was making, some other guys that are making some good money. It's like, yeah. Well, the proof is in the pudding from my own experience. You can show me, you know, how much the best of the best of the best people are making, how much your favorite people are making. But is that how much I'm going to make? You know, am I one of your favorites? That's the problem with trucking. You know, I'm the new kid on the block, so naturally I'm not going to get the best loads. They're going to give the best loads to their favorite people. But if everything was cut and dry, 70 cents a mile or by the hour like this other company pays, then it wouldn't matter. You know, it wouldn't matter. I might sit more, but, you know, I'm not going to get the shit loads. They're going to give everybody the same loads that pay the same because we all make the same amount of money. So I was right in saying to that guy that I should be making more like a third instead of a quarter of the commission. You know, luckily, now here's a good note with this company. Almost half of my paycheck is per diem, because basically, ever since they passed the new law, the new tax law for us, it screwed up our tax deductions and everything. And so I basically get $61 a day. I get $61 a day per diem. All right, one of these is a duplicate. But anyways, that one. So let's see here, 10-6 or 12-10. I made $1,500 that week. 500 of it was my sign-on bonus. 200 of it was holiday pay, which next week's or whatever next week's gonna be decent because I'm gonna have holiday pay for Christmas and New Year's the next 2 weeks. So I'll have two, four, six or $800 extra for holiday pay. But so I'm filing single and 8. So my taxes aren't very much. I got a farm, so I write off, and I got other stuff that I write off. So, um, so I file a higher dependent throughout the week, throughout the year, because I have deductions that I can write off, and so I don't have to worry about paying very much. Typically, the most I pay is about $1,000 a year in taxes at the end of the year. This year, or not this year, because I basically wait till the IRS sends me a penalty warning before I actually pay them, because they suck, and I shouldn't have to pay it anyways. So I wait till the last minute to pay them. When they send me the notice that I'm going to have to start paying penalties and interest if I don't pay them, that's when I cut them a check. But anyways, so I put them off as long as possible because, they're stealing our money anyways. They're criminals. But, so I made $1,500 that week. It would have only been like $1,000 if I didn't have the sign-on bonus. Oh, okay, going back. I haven't made it home yet to get my other pay stubs. So, or the actual stubs, the things that so I go through and make sure I got paid for all my loads. So I keep track of my loads over here. And then these are the trip sheets, or the trip folders, which probably need to create a different folder for them so they don't get lost and confused. But I scan them in at the end of the week, so it helps me also organize the loads. So I got my regular loads that I do every day, and then I got my folder at the end of the week. And so that kind of separates each week. So I know, okay, that's the separation of that week. And then I go down here. This is probably out of order, but that's the separation for... Oh, wait. That's the week loads for week 4 through 10. That's the one I just got paid for. Oh, yeah, that's the one I just got paid for. Okay, so there's the mileage. That's hub miles. So if we take 10% of that off, that would take off 200 miles, right? So oh yeah, this one. Okay. Oh yeah. So if I do 2,000, oh wait, that's backwards. 1262 divided by 2,300. That's still 54 cents a mile, almost 55 cents a mile. That's still not enough. Now, that being said, that's counting my detention time. So if I take the detention time off, I think, what was the detention time? $207. We'll just take off 200, make it easy. That puts me at 46 cents per mile. 46 cents per mile. That sucks ass. So, looks like I gotta start shopping for another job. Unless they start giving me some better loads, because these shit loads ain't gonna cut it. 25% of shit ain't shit, right? Alright, so now I calculated this. Alright, let's see here. So I'm gonna use my other phone, makes it easier. Calculator. So 1525.93 is my net. Plus taxes, 282. Let's go 282. Well, 0.06. Ah, son of a bitch. Alright, so I fucked up. Alright, so 1525.93 plus 282.06 equals $1,800 I made my first week. Now, minus 500 for the sign-on bonus. That's 1,300. $1,307.99 to be exact. Now, minus the holiday pay, because that shouldn't count as my mileage either. Now, the $736.99 is my mileage pay after per diem's taken out. So we throw the per diem in and the taxes in. I basically made $1,107.99. Now, okay, here it is. 21 through 27. Should be this one. All right, so divide that by 1,227. That doesn't look right. But it is. Okay, so I actually made like 90 cents per mile that week. Unless I'm doing this wrong. What did I do wrong? I'm confused now. All right. So you take the dollar amount that you made, divide that by your miles. Should be right. Let me go back to my pay stub. Because I first factored that I made like 90 cent a mile, and then after I calculated again, it was like closer to 60 cent a mile. So I'm curious what I did wrong. All right, so my mileage was 736.99 plus the taxes that were taken out. Oh, wait a minute. No. Plus my per diem. Oh, part of that's reimbursements. That's what screwed me up. Okay. Cash advance and per diem. So plus my per diem was 276 even. Okay, so it's only $1,012.99. All right. It's still pretty good considering the mileage that I made. Divided by 1,227. Oh, sorry, I screwed up again. Divided by, there we go, 82.5 cents per mile. Now, times, we'll just say 0.95. Okay, not times. Wait, what? Oh. What the heck? Okay, times 0.95. Because, computer miles. Got to calculate computer miles because nobody hardly gets paid hub miles anymore. It's usually between 5 and 10% that they shave off of our miles. Well, I'm just going to do 5%. All right, give them the benefit of the doubt. It's still 78 cents, 78.5 cents a mile that I made the first week. Not bad, right? Not bad. So you take that plus my, 55.55 cents per mile this week. That's 133.5. Divide that by 2. That gives me an average of 66 cents, 67 cents per mile. Now, the second week, because this is the first week and the last week calculated together. Now, the second week, like I said, I don't have very good scan of this. See if I can read this. Okay, maybe I can go back and look at the daily mileage. So, all right, 286 plus 412 plus nothing. Oh, okay. Okay, that's 698 miles. Now, I forgot to write down my mileage these last 2 days. So, 6123 minus 5409 equals 700 miles plus, what did I say before? Let me look at the history. 698. So plus 698. So that was 1,000. That was pretty close. 412. All right. So we got 1,412 miles. The 16th. Here we go. All right, 1,412 miles. Now, my mileage pay was 831.94 plus my per diem. What is this? Oh, I got my cash advance. Okay. Plus my per diem, which was 276, equals $1,107.94. Divide that by 1412, that comes out to 78 cents per mile. Okay, 78.5. Again, that's pretty good, right? So plus 66. Oh wait, back. 0.665 ish divided by 2. That comes out to 72.5 cents per mile. So if you look at it that way, I'm actually doing pretty good. But this week sucked. This week sucked bad. I only made like 55 cents a mile. Now, let me go back and double check that, because maybe I screwed up. All right. So we take the dollars and divide that by the miles. So oh, wait, what? Wrong paycheck. Yeah, no, that's today. Oh, okay. The 207 threw me off. All right, okay, so let's see here. We have 572.19 plus my per diem, 483, equals $1,055. Loads. basically only had 2 loads, but they were loads that gave me a lot of miles. Divide that by, wait a minute. That doesn't look right. Oh, it's not right. That's last week. I gotta go down another week. 4 through 10. Let me go back and double check, make sure I'm doing the right week. Four through 10. Let me relabel this. I get paid tomorrow on the 23rd. Alright, let's do it this way. Less confusing. Four through 10. There we go. There, that'll work. Pay stub for tomorrow, week 4 through 10. All right. That's better. All right. So I got paid. Let's double check this. $572.19 plus per diem 483, $1,055.19. Week 4 through 10. I probably could organize this better, but anyhow. And like I said, I drove probably 100 miles out of route. So we'll divide this by 2,409. That's 43 cents per mile. Times 0.95. No, divided by. That bumps me up to 46 cents per mile. So yeah, this week was crappy. I'm not sure what happened, why I only made 46 cents per mile this week. I might have to question somebody on that. Because it's like the more miles you make, the more money you should make, not the less money you should make. Why did I make so much less money? Oh, I know why. I know why. No. That was this week. Was it? Hang on, let me look at this. Okay, yeah, no. That wasn't the New York run. See, the New York one, they fucked me up too. That was, I'll get paid for that probably next week. Yeah, that one's the one I forgot to scan in. This one here. I scanned it into the company, but I forgot to scan it into my system. Alright, so let's see here. This was last week. Yeah, that's the New York run. I'll get paid for it next week. It had 2,300 miles on it, but they deadheaded me 200 miles out of route to get a tank wash that was unnecessary. And then when I got there, they didn't have any hot water, so I had to go somewhere else. And it wouldn't have been a big deal, but the red flag was they wanted to send me back 100 miles south to get the wash, which means I didn't have to go the 200 miles out of route to get the wash in the first place. They could have sent me somewhere en route to get the wash, and then I wouldn't have wasted 200 miles. That's 4 hours worth of driving wasted to get a tank wash. So I was a little bothered by that. They sent me all the way up to Sioux City, Iowa, or Nebraska, same place, to get a tank wash. And then sent me, but then I went all the way back down to Schuyler, Nebraska to load. And I left the house to go all the way up there. That was like a full day's worth of deadhead. I probably got fucked on that one. All right. So let's see here. SCH. Here it is. Nebraska. Directions from home. They deadheaded me 385 miles to pick up that load. However, I went 100 miles to just say Iowa. $500 miles, right? That's what I did when I could have went to somewhere closer to Omaha to wash out. They sent me all the way up there to wash out, and yeah. So 505 miles. Oops. So a little over 100 miles total out of route that I didn't need to go. So, and I probably won't get paid a decent amount on that load, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully that load paid pretty good. I don't know. I don't get to see how much the load's paying ahead of time. fact, I didn't even really get to see what they pay after the fact. You know, it's like I get to see what the total is, so I'll have an idea because I picked up that load in Skylar. I mean, not Skylar. I picked up the load in Gridley the day before, so that 500 miles could have went on that paycheck. So that might have been why that paycheck was a little low. But like I said, we're just calculating it by the miles. So if I had that load on that week's pay, then I would have got paid a little more. However, then what would this next paycheck be? I don't know. We'll see. So we'll calculate next week what the total is for this load plus this week's load. So next week's load with this week's load or loads, and then the last 2 weeks loads. I'm already almost an hour long. I got these color notes. Yeah. So I'll work on this. I'll put this together this week for you. It's the holidays, but next week or so I'll have some time. I'll put this together. Or maybe I'll do it while I'm making the video. I've got like 5 phones here. I can work on that, next time I do the video. Just put it all together and figure it all out. But and then you could double check my math, because I used to be really good at math, but maybe I'm not so good anymore. I don't know, but I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out. But we'll calculate next week's load in this week and the last year, because this week's low, but the last 2 seemed a little high. But again, the first time I calculated the first week's pay, it came out high, like 90 cents per mile. But then the second time I calculated the first week's pay, it came out low, like 60 something a mile. So I was like, maybe I'm doing my math wrong. So that's another good reason why I'm making this video. Somebody can double check my math, make sure I'm right, make sure I'm not blowing smoke up your butt or blowing smoke out my butt, whatever you want to call it, blowing smoke out of my ass. Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah, I'm not a shit talker who doesn't back up the shit, if you will. I like to be transparent. I like to be honest. I like to be forthright. I like to be forthcoming. So I want to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And so that's what I'm doing from my perspective, and documenting the evidence and showing you the pudding, the proof that is in the pudding. Somebody else can say all they want to say, but if they don't have any proof, they don't have any pudding, how do you know they're not bullshit? So that's why I got this. That's why I'm doing this. So you got the proof. I got the proof in the pudding. So there you go.